Alright, as long as you're not asking for tricks. Because tricks are for kids.
I see you.
You never heard of the Trix cereal? It's just like, it's kind of like same era as all the Lucky Charms commercial. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh. Dude. The French toast one of that, where they're like little pieces of French toast. Oh my god, dude. That shit is so good, you would like, dude, if you could, that's all you would eat. Like, but those things are, those are expensive. You're talking like $8 a box. Like, and the boxes are all chintzy, like half full. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to do to me, bro? I want cereal. Fruit punch. And 5 grams of ash, he says. Oh. A bunch of food and shit.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg,
The stream up if you want to check out this game, dude.
Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join.
These graphics are easily on par with Horizon. Like, they're not as good, but this game's also like 2 years old, 3 years old.
So Geralt and Yen sought out Jarl Krakon Krayt, who helped break down the Druid's resolve.
Dude, this is a great game. The next game they're making, they said they're done with the Witcher series. The next game they're making is like a cyberpunk type of movie or type of game, kind of like that fucking, who was it, Mel Gibson or whatever, that sci-fi movie, fucking Blade Runner, like Blade Runner, that type of sci-fi shit. Yeah, like some cyberpunk shit. No, it wasn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was Mel Gibson or the other motherfucker, Harrison Ford, one of those guys. Yeah, I think it might have been Harrison Ford. One of those guys. Yeah. You see the finishing moves though? The little knock them on their ass? Yeah, dude. We'll set these guys on fire over here. Got some bandits. Ooh, I missed the block. Yeah, see my health? I'm almost fucking dead right now. And you've got some health potions that'll raise your health a little bit, but... yeah, I'll explain it here in a second after this fight. I'll set these stuff on fire. Ooh, you see that kill? Oh, it's just brutal like that. Oh, just brutal. The combat's so sick. Huh. This game's sick, dude. Cut the one guy in half. I'll go back and look at his body. Like... dude, you can see his fucking entrails and shit hanging. Like... we fucking cut that guy in half. The Witcher 2's not as good as this one. I'll be honest, I played Witcher 2 like halfway through. It's not as good. This game's open world and shit. This map is huge. This map is huge, dude. Yeah, like, this is just one area of the map. This is like the Viking Islands, right? But there's still the mainland, dude. And I just came to these islands, but this island's pretty huge. We're gonna run along the coast. I got a mission to do where I gotta go meet this chick. I gotta take a boat to go there. It's a loading screen away. But I mean, that's a huge, yeah, it's huge. And the way I was talking to my buddy the other day, dude, the way it spawns shit in is a lot more persistent than most games like this. Like, sorry about that. These fights are intense, bro. You gotta concentrate or they kill you. I got it on the hardest difficulty, so any one of these guys can kill me, like, like, if I fuck up, I'm dead. But, yeah, it's a sick game, dude. But, what was I talking about before that? The fucking size of the map or something like that? Yeah, dude, it's gonna take me fucking, I don't know, I've already put like 60 hours into this shit, and I just barely got to this map. But the graphics are fucking glorious, dude. Like, draw distances are huge. Oh yeah, what I was talking about, the persistent universe type shit, like, see those guys back there? Like, if I would've left those guys there, they would've stayed spawned in this world, probably throughout the whole thing. Like, if I call my horse up, I can leave my horse here, the motherfucking horse will stay here with shit spawned around him. Like, if there's fucking wolves and shit, I'll come back and the wolves will be chasing my horse, and all the animals in the area will be dead, and I'll be able to pick up all their meat and shit. Like, and the wolves will just be, like, killing everything. But here's some fucking harpies and shit. Like, the combat's so good, dude. And each enemy, dude, has a little trick to fighting them, too, so when you first fight something, it's kind of difficult compared to them, you know, the next time you fight them. You learn those little tricks. And you've got other shit, too. You got grenades, fucking, you've got, like, poisons to put on your blade to make it more effective against whatever you're fighting. But I usually don't use all that shit. My guy's signs and blade work's fucking strong enough to take on whatever I gotta fight. Johnny? I don't know. Maybe. Been a lot of quests. Oh yeah, Johnny, the little fucking, the godling. The godling. Yeah. Yeah, I gave Johnny back his voice. Yeah, we're not gonna fight this guy. Look at that. That's in the swamp area where Rio was talking about. Yeah. You know, that's on the first map. Actually, that's the second map. There's three different, I don't know, there's 4 different zones, I think. This game's huge, dude. It really is, like, there's the starter zone, which is, yeah, and I'm not even max level yet. Oh my god, these guys are gonna fuck me up if I don't fucking pay attention. So many of them. Oh, dying right now. Yeah, you're seeing chaos. I'm trying to fucking fight them off, but there's fucking mass of them, man. They hit you from behind and ruin your combo. Alright, we're gonna start fucking them up right here. Oh, come on, bud. we go. No, you just time it. If you don't time your block right, like if I just stand there and hold my block, then whatever I'm fighting will usually be smart enough to do like a heavy attack and stun me. But if I do, like if I time the block correctly, you can counter attack. You can knock them off balance and strike. But you get these potions, like what I was telling you about, like you can heal and shit like that. I'm gonna meditate real quick so I can fill them back up. But I got... that's one of the special moves, so I gotta unlock it. Because the swords are for different creatures, right? You got a steel sword for humans and beasts. You got a silver sword for monsters and demons and ghosts and shit, right? So, I mean, if you pull out two swords, you can pull out two swords and fight with it, but one sword's gonna do jack shit damage compared to the next when you're fighting that certain creature. Yeah, and then you fight it for whatever sword. And the game automatically pulls out that sword for you, so you don't have to sit there and fuck with it. But, you get all these fucking potions and shit that you can make. Like, there's really good crafting system, dude. Like, it's not like most games where, like, because I've played a lot of RPGs and a lot of these games where you level up in fucking Dungeons and Dragons type shit, right? And the crafting is always, it's too much, dude. I ain't gonna go around and gather a bunch of materials so I can make fucking gear and potions and all that. But this stuff, it just comes to you, like, as you go and play the game. Like, you don't have to go and search for anything. It all comes right to you, dude. You find it all. So it's pretty easy to get. But you make all these different potions. So my health potions and everything will all have a different, like, toxicity level, right? They're poisonous to a certain effect. Even my health potions poison me a little bit. So what that does is that limits the amount of fucking potions I can use in a fight, right? So I can't just go into a fight. No, there's only certain recipes that you've been passed down from generations of witchers, bro. Like, those generations never found the perfect potion yet. They're pretty good. I mean, you got some pretty good ones that'll give you some pretty good health, but, like, if you really want to, you know, if you're really in a bind and you've been fighting something that's fucking you up, you can run out of potions to use different ways than just running out of potions, you know what I'm saying? So they limit your use of potions. And even the potions you do make, like, it refills those potions every time I meditate or every time I rest. It'll refill those potions, but even at full capacity, there's only like 3 or 4 of them. So, like, right now, I have like 5 potions that are gonna give me back health. Other than that, I'm eating like food that gives me back like really small amounts of health over time. So, like, when I'm fighting those creatures and you see me losing big chunks of health, I'm getting those chunks back by fucking eating food and shit. And it's just giving me like 40 health every second for 10 seconds. So it's fun game, dude, because it's hard like that. But so, I mean, it doesn't make it too easy, but on it, like, you know, yeah, so you're not gonna, it's not like a game like Skyrim, where Skyrim I can easily just steal everything in that game and buy everything I ever wanted in that game and have so many potions, dude, that nothing's gonna kill me unless it one hits me, right? In this game, they will kill you even if they don't one hit you. Like, if you're just not fighting good enough, if you're not doing enough damage to it, if you're not hitting its weak spots and shit, it's gonna kill you, dude. Like, you're not playing smart, right? It'll kill you. So there's all sorts of, like, weaknesses and shit. You got these oils you can put on your fucking sword to make your sword do more damage to it. You've got a bunch of different types of grenades. I've got like 8 different types of grenades. Some of them will be like made out of silver. So it'll cause like fucking there'll be wraiths, and like a wraith will fucking transform. It's like a ghost, right? It'll fucking disappear on you and then pop up behind you and start fucking you up. Well, if you fucking throw one of those silver grenades in the air, all the particles will stop it from fucking transforming, or you'll at least be able to see it when it goes to transform, right? And you'll still be able to fuck it up. There's little tricks and shit like that you learn, dude, that can make you just fucking beastly. To where anything you fight, dude, you can just one-hit it, pretty much. Or if you don't fight it right, you can die in like one hit. So it's pretty fun that way. Sick, dude. There's a good story to go along with it too. Like you root for this guy. This guy's a badass, dude. Like Geralt of Rivia, dude. You don't fuck around. Like somebody looks at you wrong, or fucking, yeah, dude, you kick their ass, dude. Right then and there. But not in a stupid way to where it's just like, oh, you just kick their ass. No, you guys fucking it acts it out, and there's a good storyline behind it, and fucking your guy's a good voice actor and everything, dude. It does it good. Like watching a movie. Like calls him out and shit. Tells him you don't really want to do this. I'm a fucking witcher. Like fucking ruthless, dude. Tells him straight up, like, you see these two swords? You know what that means? Like, don't give a fuck, dude. He's a girl to Rivia. But people have heard about you, and what it is The Witcher is like, it's an ancient order, and they're made to fight monsters and beasts, right? And they're given like different mutagens and shit to make them stronger and immune to certain shit, right? And they're trained since birth, and they're only men allowed. Well, there's very few of them anymore. Now that the world's progressed, they don't like witches, they don't like witchers, they don't like demons, and, you know, they don't like magic and shit. They're trying to shun all that stuff. So there's not a lot of witchers around. But it doesn't mean that people still don't hire them like fucking crazy, because there's still a lot of demons and shit. A lot of monsters running around. So, like, you're walking down the street, dude, and they're like, oh, it's a witcher, fucking mutant piece of shit. And walk down that street after you've done a couple missions for the town, and they're like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, it's Geralt of Rivia, blah, blah, blah. Or you'll talk to some guy, and he'll know who you are, and he'll be like, oh, you're the guy that's in that fucking ballad about the Witcher and the sorceress, and your guy's like, yeah, that's me, fuck. Like, it's pretty sick, dude. But it's a movie. Like, the cutscenes are great. Like, it's not a little kids shit. Like, you've seen that guy cut in half, dude. It doesn't cater to kids. It's a grittier story. Like, it's pretty gritty. You find gritty shit. But the graphics are amazing, dude. Look at this shit. Like, on the right. This is this is YouTube. My YouTube, my Twitch is all connected to my PlayStation account. I was texting somebody. Yeah, look at this. The first guy that comes in here to watch the stream, Joe's, says it's the best game ever. Never ever stop playing this. It's close, dude. It's one of the best games. Nah, never seen it before in my life. But he's got good opinions on games because this game is great. I mean, it's great. I know, fucking balling. People like to watch this game, dude. I don't know why, but no, it's just a good game. Fucking beautiful, like. Yeah, dude, it's good. I don't know, this has probably been 100%ed, but doesn't mean you can't do it better than the next guy. Fucking beat it without dying or without getting hit or, you know. Speedrun that shit or something. I don't know, it's good. I don't know, if you could beat this game without dying on the hardest difficulty, then yeah, props to you, man. Because this game can be pretty hard, especially picking it up fresh and never playing it, dude. It's... holy fuck. Yeah, definitely.
Woman! Mad, I say!
Maybe, but I've got good reason.
I hold Ciri dear too. You know this damn well. But the Mask of Orboros is no trifle. Have you any idea what could happen if it is used? Any idea of the consequences?
No, but neither do you. So stop panicking.
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know, Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us!
Barry, what are you talking about?
She's not told you? Might have expected as much. The myth is that
I tapped
Orboros
a couple of
created
them.
the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Orboros made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
I don't even want to play this right now. I'll beat this part tomorrow.
So, no one's ever used...
Nah, it is good though.
No, but
Like,
So you don't actually know if it works, how it works.
but yeah,
course I
this
do.
is all in game. The
The
fucking
myths tell
cutscenes and shit.
You believe
The
in
choices and
only
the
ignorant
like the
fools
dialogue
believe
is
in
pretty
their
good.
significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are
Pretty much
tried
everything
here.
fucking
It's the
Geralt
faith.
says you tell him to say, so it's pretty good.
I'm not about to justify what Yennefer did,
Then don't.
but try to understand her. She's not doing this to anger you, she's doing it for Ciri.
I know there are maternal feelings.
No, those trees
But
blow
this is no excuse.
the whole time.
No justification.
The whole
The
time.
mask of Urberus belongs
Yeah.
to Skellige and should be used for the good of the Isles. If Yennefer uses it now, it shall lose its power. Not to mention... What was that? No. Yennefer's used the mask.
The Unleashed, Force Unleashed ones. I can't remember. Let me end this broadcast.